at hardwear.io or hardwear.io. Never know whether there's a dot. We are at hardwear.io with John Mcmaster, who, for the record, has 0 affiliations.
Uh, yeah. I'm a person that exists. I used to do consulting work. I now work for an employer who I'm not representing here
Yeah, or mentioning,
or mentioning.
right? Doing work we won't talk about.
That's right.
But we could talk about your passion for open source hardware security. Could we not?
Yes, we can talk about that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just at Harris a few months ago, giving a keynote actually on open source hardware security. So one of the things that I'm really excited about this year is there are a number of real world devices hitting the market this year that contain open source, semiconductor devices. So for example, there is a Chromebook that you can buy on the market today that has a hard silicon implementation of the Open Titan secure element. So that's really exciting. The Trezor wallet also has a partnership with, I think it's 1bit squared for that one. I'm sorry, not 1bit squared. Tropic squared. Sorry, Tropic squared. Tropic squared. They have the Tropic secure element in one of their products. And there are also some servers that it sounds like are also going to ship the embedded version of Open Titan. So, and as well as Microsoft has their implementation as well, which I'm blanking on them right now, but across the board, there's a lot of products that were kind of academic more before, kind of experimentation. You actually can get on Amazon today. So that's pretty
So this
cool.
is like brand new. This is 2026 new.
It's new in the sense that these are the first time you've actually been able to get one of these in your hand as a consumer. These projects in total, have been going for 5, 10 years. But this is the first time that they're actually like now commercial quality. You can pick them up at the store, basically.
So I believe one of your mottos is open source by any means necessary.
That's right. Yeah, because a lot of this knowledge is very secret, for example, in the semiconductor world, right? And so one of my interests was taking pictures of mask ROMs, for example, so that we could figure out, okay, how do commercial mask ROMs work today, so that we can implement open source versions of those to form, the lowest levels of the hardware stack that we're trying to support and be secure.
So how is this going to change security moving forward?
Yeah, there's been a lot of black boxes on the hardware security world where you're saying, just trust us that, your TPM works, the way it says it does, for example. Now that we actually have code that as a community we can audit, we can do a couple of things. First, we can have more assurance that, that's really what it is, but also we can build on it. So, if you're someone that's really excited about post-quantum cryptography, for example, and you're saying, hey, people aren't taking this serious enough, you can literally make a pull request and say, hey, here's some cryptography extensions, and you can get that into future Chromebooks, which I think is really cool.
Okay, so the world will become more secure because of open source hardware.
That's right. Yeah, because we're going to be able to audit it, and you're also going to be able to contribute in a way that just wasn't possible before.
Where's your favorite place to get hardware items to hack?
Well, I've always been a bit of a scavenger at heart. Maybe a raccoon is my spirit animal. And so I always love the e-waste dumpsters.
All right.
You could give me a briefcase with $10,000 in it. I'll be like, that's cool. Like, I'm not going to say I'm not, but there's like something that's just hard to describe where I see a pile of broken electronics on the side of the road. And I'm like, there could be treasure in there. And it's obviously going to be worth a lot less than that briefcase, but there's just something so exciting about the adventure about what could be in that pile.
Thank you, John Mcmaster.
Thank you very much.